I don't care which business you're in, but if you're not doing this one thing, you are leaving money on the table. I'll explain. Most companies nowadays, they are all hooked about advertising on Facebook and Instagram. But how many people are really advertising on YouTube? You wonder. It's not so many. And there is no competition. These are low-hanging fruits. In today's video, I'm going to talk about YouTube ads and how you can make crazy profits just doing YouTube ads. I'm going to talk about the reason why really YouTube is a better platform than all these other platforms out there combined. And I will show you exactly how to do these types of ads, and you don't pay if they don't watch. That's the beauty. Unlike Facebook, every time they make an impression, you get charged. But on YouTube, it's until they watch that you get charged. Let's begin. So why is YouTube better than all these other platforms? As you'll agree with me, people's attention is just getting smaller and smaller. People prefer to watch and listen than they prefer reading. Older generation likes reading. Unless you are targeting older generation who may prefer reading, a lot of people nowadays want to consume content in video. It is the reason why YouTube, Instagram Reels, and TikTok are exploding, because that is the kind of content people want to consume. It is the reason even WhatsApp, they brought WhatsApp stories, and you're soon going to realize that they will bring a feature about Reels. I had it being discussed, it's not official, but you may see it time near future. So people go on YouTube for two reasons only: entertainment or learning. It's one of those two. Interestingly enough is that Google is the king. Whether you like it or not, Google is still the king, a bigger king than Facebook. The beauty about Google is that Google stores search data. Whatever you search, whatever your interests are, Google know all these things about you. So what's the beauty of advertising on YouTube ads? You actually can come in front of either people who search for certain topics, people who have interest in certain topics, or people who are watching certain topics in certain videos. I'll give you an example. Assuming that you are in weight loss niche or fitness niche, you can put your videos right in front of people who are watching those kind of videos. So for instance, if somebody wanted to watch a video about Schwarzenegger bodybuilding and you're in that niche, your video will come right in front before that video. YouTube ads allows you to do that. Now, here is the thing. YouTube or YouTube ads will not charge you anything unless they watch 30 seconds or more. So if they watch for 5 seconds, you don't pay. If they watch for 29 seconds, you don't pay. After 30 seconds, then you start paying. So this is how you structure your video. The first 5 seconds are critical because that is the time when they can either watch or continue. You're gonna have to come up with a pattern interruption that is congruent to your audience. I'll give you an example. You could be screaming in the gym, pushing it. Of course, I want to see who is this screaming in the gym while crushing it, because that is what I'm here to watch. And you're telling me something that I need to know. You know, I'll give you an example. You are there pushing it and you're telling people, please don't do this, it's gonna break your back. This is not how to lose weight. This is how. Like, it's just that simple. You have pattern interrupted them. You have created congruence with what they are there to watch. And then you have created some crazy curiosity. you've told them not to do that, yet they were there to do that, and you tell them this, don't do this, I tried this, almost broke my back, I have something better for you. Then that's the first 5 to 6 seconds, really before they hit the skip button. Then from there, the next 15 seconds, you are just going to load that video with curiosity. It is not about doing crunches, it's not about dieting, it's not about this. I have something for you. You've loaded your video with curiosity that you're going to teach them about. It's like you preview, you promise, you preview, but you're loading it with so much curiosity in your preview that your customers literally just want to keep watching. Remember, they were there to watch Schwarzenegger. Now you've hooked them from 5 seconds to 20 seconds because the next 15 seconds you've previewed, promised, and loaded it with a lot of curiosity. You have 10 seconds to start teaching. Start teaching immediately. Let's get to it. Start teaching by the time they get to 30 seconds. Remember, that's when you're gonna get billed. You have hooked them into this teaching mode that they're going to continue watching longer. Now, the longer people can read, the more you hook them in. And that is why you find that long form sales copy, it works better than short form sales copy. You're gonna have to understand your audience. For instance, if you're marketing to Kenyans or Africans don't like reading long copy. Create a video that is long enough to teach them enough. You're doing that on YouTube. So you're here, you're on YouTube, you have started literally teaching. It's like a webinar, like do it like a webinar. But there is something a bit different that you do on YouTube than a webinar. You actually teach the real practical thing because you want to not just sell, you want to create a customer, not just a sale, build a customer. So you actually teach them things that are actionable, things that they are going to gain value from. You may not even need to ask them to subscribe or to hit the like button. They probably going to do this. Share this content with your customers and let them know that you have value that you can share for free. Now, this is interesting, and this is something that I found to be very helpful whenever I'm using YouTube ads. There is a way you can put a series of videos on YouTube ads such that if I come in and interact with your video that is assuming top of the funnel and you introduce yourself to me, how you're gonna teach this thing that is not gonna break my back, and I really liked what you taught me. Next time when I'm on YouTube, that is the only video that I'm going to see. YouTube is targeting that person next time when they come. And when I'm doing those kind of videos, I want to make sure that if you watch my video past 30 seconds, somewhere before you get to 45 seconds, I'm going to promise you that I'm gonna continue doing this. Please come back because I have more information for you. The only thing YouTube ads here will do for you is, because we get distracted so easily, the moment you get on YouTube, you find Eric Omodi or Jogosh or I don't know who else is there interrupting your attention. The only YouTube ads going to do is, it doesn't matter now this time who you go to, that video is the first thing that you're going to see. It's your second video. Because I promised, I'm going to, viewership, the second video viewership is very high. You might be surprised, even 78-80%. People are gonna continue watching this because they already watched your first video. Make it even longer. The first video cannot be anything less than 4 minutes of you teaching, and you can push it even more, push it even 10-12 minutes. Some people even push it longer, and you probably have seen this type of ads where you start with the hook and you listen to it. Oh my gosh, it's a whole class. but the hook really was just a pattern interrupter. The second video, make it the same. You want to talk to these people for as long as it's possible. I will tell you how cheap it is to advertise on YouTube in Kenya. On average, I pay 0.01 of a dollar per 30 seconds view. Now that is crazy. It means if you spend $10,000, you will get 1 million views on YouTube past 30 seconds. Now think about this. Load the first 30 seconds with promise, preview, curiosity, and have a really good pattern interruption. Just focus on those 30 seconds so that they can watch longer. Imagine how much you can achieve with $10,000, which is 1M. You can reach 1M people. How much business can you do with those people? Now, your top of funnel is filled up. These people gonna get to know about you. The mistake, though, a lot of people do is that you choose such a platform, then you fail to do the very basic. Because if they don't come back on YouTube and they remember this, what is the most likely and logical thing they're gonna do? Gonna ask Mr. Google. And you don't have a website that is at least optimized to your name. Like, it just does not make sense. Either optimized to your brand or optimized to your name if you are the brand. And it's not difficult to do that. You honestly just use your name. It's not, you're going to realize that maybe nobody else in Kenya has ever tried to, for instance, optimize their name for search engine optimization. So you put your name, assuming your name is me, Gregory Boro, then you find that that is the name that you see on the top. People gonna search that. Different platforms gonna come up. YouTube is gonna come up in search results. LinkedIn is gonna come up in search results. Twitter might come up search results. Facebook and Instagram. And this is why it's good to be omnipresent. Somehow, if they can remember your name or your brand name, they will find you. They'll be able to find you. And then they're gonna connect with your content yet again. Your top of funnel is overflowing. Now from there, you can go down the funnel and filter out who you're gonna do business with, because your purpose is clear. Again, the cost per 30 second view for me, it has been 0.01 for the last couple of years. I haven't seen much change. I haven't seen much competition. I've created videos that I only promoted them, honestly only put them there for promotion purposes only, and they have more than a million views, and that is good for creating a brand. Trust me, I don't even struggle with these other media platforms. You may see my ads in these other media platforms, but all I'm doing is retargeting. You saw me on YouTube, you are interested, you came on my website and I pixeled you, and that's why you are seeing my ads for retargeting until you convert. You may see those kind of ads, but 80% of your focus should be on YouTube, at least for now, because the engagement there is crazy. People there, they're on learning mentality or entertainment. It is so easy to just target people when they are in learning mentality. I gave you an example. Say for instance, you like cooking, and you are on YouTube checking out some recipes, and you are a weight loss coach who teaches about clean eating. Think about the value, or think about the congruency, how well you resonate with that person searching for a clean eating recipe on YouTube. They wanted to watch it, and boom, there you are, and they can relate to you. It's a win-win-win game. It's cheap, it's 0.01 cents for me. And don't worry, fill up the top of your funnel. Set them to your lead page. When they come to your lead page, tell them even more what they're going to learn. Put them in your mailing list. Start filtering out. Start driving them down the funnel before you get on the phone with them. If that's what you do, if you're doing that for lead generation, they've already learned so much from you. And the most important thing that I can tell you, and this is true, and you'll hear this from almost every and any expert, don't be afraid to share really valuable content that otherwise you would sell for free. People are lazy. Trust me, they're still gonna hire you and they're gonna trust you better. I hope that was helpful. I did not intend this video to get to 15 minutes. If you like what you're hearing, I'm going to be producing such videos every 2 to 3 days. Subscribe to my channel. If you like it even more, just share with a friend, especially people who are trying to build a business in tough economic times. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope to see you in the next video here shortly. Thank you.